What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Back here with some, I think it's, helicopter frenzy, destruction frenzy, whatever it's called, considered, because it popped up helicopter frenzy, then the destruction frenzy, so we'll call it Hello Destruction. I don't know. But how's it going, guys? I don't know what to talk about in this video. I only been up for the past hour and I'm still tired as hell. Like, I don't get a lot of sleep, but hey, it's part of life, I guess. So in this video, I'll show you something I like doing on this game, even though I just picked it up yesterday. But hey. Shut up, Dylan. I know you'll watch this later and you'll be like, oh, dude. Well, guess what, Dylan? I will smack you. I will come visit you, then I'll smack you. And yeah, I can't get used to the controls on the fucking driving, because it's literally fucking slow. Like I can't increase the sensitivity so I could get that better fucking movement. And right here I'm trying to blow up these fucking vehicles that won't blow up. I tried one point in this video running into one of these towers to knock it down. Well, I knocked it down, no points for it. Almost blew myself up doing that shit. Like, no. But I'm gonna trail back here for a minute. I think I'll hurry up and turn this into a getting to know Apex video. But with that said, we're gonna get a little personal. All my life, I had terrible anxiety and depression. Like, I can't put words together to actually describe it, but it feels like everybody else says, you're living in your own fucking hell on earth. And that is true, but it's way fucking worse than that. That's just putting it mildly in my situation. And it's like, I try so much in life just to stay on the happy side and not let my anxiety and depression get the best of me. I had a YouTube channel before, and I had a partnership, I had this, I had that. No sooner I get that stuff, I gave it all up and just quit. Because I was depressed, I wasn't happy. I took everything for granted in a way. And it's like, yeah, I don't want to go down that road again. Then versus now, I have my friends to talk to. I'm currently working on a book thanks to my anxiety and depression, because I feel like I wanted to do it to help others out that have anxiety and depression. Like, if you have it and you feel like everything's shit, you hate everything, or sometimes anxiety, you could worry way too fucking much about it. Like, and people look at that as, hey, Jens are making excuses, Jens are perfectly fine. No, sit down, talk to us, figure out what is going on. Like, in a way, it's no laughing matter at all. But people take it for, you're just making up excuses, you're doing this, you're doing that, and whatnot. Like, all my life, I was cursed with this shit. And it's like, I wouldn't talk to nobody about it at all. And it's like, hey, you go on being that person you are. like, I've been in counseling the past, I want to say, about '06, the past 10 years because of my anxiety and depression. Like, people want to say people with this are making up excuses just to find a way to get away from things and whatnot. No, it's as real can be. Like, it... sorry. I felt like my subway was coming back up again. Fuck that shit. But, where was I? Yeah. They want to think we're making excuses and whatnot. Like, no. You put my shoes on, and we'll see how long you last. Like, we're not making up excuses. We got this fucking shit that's going wrong with us on in our lives, no matter what it be, and we can't control it because it's like, hey, it's just gonna happen regardless. And it's been happening a lot more to me than since my pap died than anything. Like, my pap was always the one I could go to and talk about anything out of my whole entire family, and he wouldn't fucking judge me on anything. Like, my whole life I was basically told by everybody else to suck it up, you're making up excuses, you gotta suck it up and whatnot. Well, it's kind of hard. Let me tell you, I ain't just somebody who could suck it up and put this in the past. No, I gotta talk about this shit or I'm gonna dwell on it, and it's gonna make me worse off than I am. Like, with me, I care with my anxiety. I care way too much and hope way too much. Then my depression just pulls it all fucking down. It's like, yeah, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I'll think of that word later, but it's like, my reality versus my actual reality is the fucking same. I just care way too much, and eventually I don't give a damn while caring. So it's like, yeah, I'm stuck in this fucking cycle, and it's like, hey, it ain't gonna change. I'm gonna be like this the rest of my life, guarantee it. Because it's just not something you can get over. So it's like, hey, might as well embrace it, and I started writing. Like, I'd write poems, I'd write stories, all kinds of shit. And right now, I'm trying to send in a poem book, just for the fuck of it, to see if I could get it published. And I've been working on it here and there. I finally got it finished over last weekend. Now I can send it in. And it's like, kind of nervous. Like, what if these people look at me and are like, hey, we don't want your shit because it doesn't interest us. Well, what if this or that? I'm on the what if stage about it right now. And the past couple nights I had some, I had like 2 anxiety attacks because I was overwhelmed with the what ifs versus the what nots, and could be in the what. You get the point. Like, I started working with my neighbor the other day. I'm like, send me out to find this red fucking broom. I'm looking around, I find a red broom, I take it up. He's like, that's not mine, that's this lady's we're working for. He's like, go put that back where you found it. I'm like, oh god. And then I'm looking. I spent 10 minutes downstairs looking for this red fucking broom that he said was in the garage. Well, here I couldn't find it, so I started having an anxiety attack, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna get fired because I can't find this red fucking broom. Or Like, it literally was nowhere to be found. It was nowhere to be found. So I walk out the garage, I'm taking deep breaths, I'm like, I'm gonna get fired, I can't find this broom. So for some reason, I just looked outside of the garage. I don't know why, I just started looking around. I happened to look to my right as soon as I walk out, and it's sitting by the air conditioning unit. And I walked past it like 6 times throughout that whole day. Well, up to that point, I should say. Never even noticed it, because while you're working, you don't notice to look around beforehand, just in case there's something left out and whatnot from the night before. And it's like, I went in, my boss looked at me, he's like, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm having an anxiety attack. I'm like, I was looking for this fucking broom, and it was nowhere in that damn garage. I'm like, I step outside, look beside the air conditioning unit, it's sitting right there. And all I had running through my head at that point was, I know if I came back up here without that broom and you found it, I would have been out of fucking job. I'm like, I'm beyond worked up. I'm like, I can't be going through this right now. And, cause I take a couple deep breaths and breathe in, breathe out, it's fine. He's like, I don't know why it was out there. I told everybody to put the stuff back. And I'm like, well, it wasn't put back, and yeah, my nerves were beyond bad at that point. And I finally calmed down after a couple minutes. Got back to working. He's like, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. He's like, gotta let it go sometimes. I'm like, oh, that wasn't something I could let go, because if I knew I couldn't find it, I was gonna get fired. He's like, it ain't your fault. I'm like, well, coming with anxiety and stuff, it, like, I tend to think I messed up way too much versus what I did right. Even if I did something right, I think I messed up somehow. And this is what I was talking about right here at the beginning of the video. This is something I like doing, fucking car surfing, basically. This is what I call car surfing. But, yeah, I felt like I messed up. And, yeah, it was the worst part of my life, but we're down to 4 seconds in this video, so I'll... This is a clip of me eventually getting on the catwalk with Ozzy, and I charge a damn grenade. Well, charge, but hold a grenade, and then just chuck it at his feet. He picks it up and goes down, and you don't see the part where he picked it up, because at this point I started running forward. But yeah, he picked it up and went down. Hashtag the drunk moment with Dylan.